What's up, GQ Sports? Justin Thomas here. Welcome to my home. Let's go check out my closet. So this closet here, this is kind of my golf closet. Obviously have a lot of pants, a lot of golf shirts. I like to organize it by kind of what's new in the season. So like I'll have my new season stuff I'll practice in the past season. We're getting shipments all the time, so we're kind of in and out of different pants and different shirts. And obviously have a lot of my sneakers in here as well. A bunch of different kinds. I don't have quite as much room as I would like for all of them. Got to make sure the ones I have I love, but got some hats in here as well. Some hats with my logo, some pullovers here. These are just kind of for the cold weather and like the fall events or in the early spring. We're going out in the West Coast, just kind of some layering pieces, and just have some more of my golf hats here. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the golf closet. The rest of my stuff I keep in here. So sharing it with my girlfriend, I don't have quite as much room as I would like, but hey, you gotta make sacrifices sometimes. So here's all kind of my jeans and my pants, and this is stuff that I'm wearing a lot, whether it's going out to dinner or going out, stuff like that. Whether it's just kind of a collared shirt or a button down, short sleeve button downs, all those are just kind of, I like to have some fun sometimes. Have all my sweatshirts, whether it's, you know, kind of a nicer sweatshirt or a little cashmere hoodie like this. This is probably what I use the most just in terms of all around stuff, because I have, you know, shirts like this that I'll wear when I go out fishing or if I'm spending time in the sun, or I'll have sweaters that I'll wear like, you know, like this to an Alabama football game, something like this I like to wear. So sometimes I'm kind of pick and choosing when I'm going around the house. I'll just throw one of these long sleeve t-shirts on, something like that. And then obviously got all the jerseys here. Plenty of options, old school stuff, new stuff, whatever I can find online and seems like it'd be fun to wear, and then some stuff we get from tournaments. And then I have my fair share of hats here as well. I like to wear hats when I go out or just kind of hang out, whether it's going to eat with some buddies or go play golf. All right, so let's grab some of the stuff. Let's check it out. First up, let's talk about polos. If you watch golf, we wear a lot of polos. This shirt right here was actually the shirt that I wore on the PGA Championship. I was wearing navy pants with the navy belt, had some kind of white and navy saddle shoes, navy hat, and this shirt. It was a navy day with a little pink to spice it up a bit. With Ralph Lauren, I mean, I get a lot of different options, a lot of different color combinations and patterns, but for the majors, they script us. You know, I'll get something Monday to Sunday from the practice rounds to the end of the week that we've talked about even a year in advance of what I'm gonna wear for each day for that major championship. So this was an outfit I knew I was gonna wear for a while. I didn't exactly know what the outcome was gonna be, but I'm glad it was. One of my other shirts that I have great memories in is this. I guess you could call this maybe a periwinkle. It seems like a term that would describe a golf shirt. This is a shirt that I wore on Sunday of the FedEx Cup in 2017. I wore white pants with it that day. Again, wore a navy belt, some white shoes, a white hat. Looked great next to a trophy. This is a very special shirt for me because this was my first golf shirt that I was able to truly design. So it was very special just when Polo even approached me with the opportunity to have a collaboration line, choose the fabric, to choose the theme I wanted behind it, the looks I wanted with it. It's very cool, and it has my logo on the back. To me, an all-white shirt is something that can be very bland, but obviously can go with anything. So to add this camo collar was something that I felt like was a great addition to the shirt. Camo is a pattern that I've kind of started to really like, not just in golf, but just in t-shirts or sweatshirts or pants, whatever it might be. All my collaboration line shirts I'll want to keep for a while, and hopefully the start of something that we'll do a lot more of. For me, my golf game, as bizarre as it sounds, does start with what I put on in the morning. I care a lot about what I wear on the golf course because it's what you're doing throughout the day and it's what you're wearing, you know, it's what people see when they look at you. Obviously, I would hope they come out for more than just what I wear, but I need to feel good about what I'm wearing when I go out and play. You can't look good while winning unless you look good first, so at least try to get step one, and then step two hopefully comes soon after. I'm always wearing a polo shirt when I'm on the course, so when I'm off the course, I prefer a t-shirt. When I'm either going out to dinner, hanging around the house, whatever it might be, I'm gonna choose a t-shirt probably 98 times out of 100. I'm more comfortable in it. Living in South Florida, the short sleeves is gonna be good about 340 days of the year. So this is a blue tee, a black tee, white tee. They're all essential. I wear them all the time. I have a bunch of different varieties. There's nothing wrong with just your solid tee. This is a John Barbados tee. This is a shirt to me that I like to wear when I go out to nice dinners. Having a t-shirt that is somewhat dressy, a little bit trendy, a little edgy, I guess, if you will. And this is kind of like my style when I go out to dinner. If I go out to even a place like a Miami or something like that, like I'm not gonna be wearing anything long sleeves. I'm not gonna be forcing any coats if I'm going out into a club or a nice restaurant or anything. It's a shirt where I can wear with any color. If I'm wearing it with black jeans, I'll probably throw on maybe kind of an off-colored shoe just to kind of get a little bit of contrast there. I've definitely worn it with gym shorts before too. On to the more formal stuff, suits. So suits are something that I love to wear. I don't get the opportunity to wear them very often, but anytime I have the chance to, I will take it. This is a suit that I love. I feel like it's very summery. It's got the peak lapels, and again, this is a jacket that I actually wore with these pants to the Derby. I was trying to get a little bit of color in there. Wore these pants, a pink shirt, a little bow tie. Yeah, it was about as preppy as I've ever looked in my life, but it was a lot of fun, and they killed it in the outfit. This is another jacket. It's obviously navy blue, very simple jacket, but I wore this on the Fallon show a year and a half or so ago. I was able to go on the show and talk about some stuff for St. Jude, hence the St. Jude pin, and we raised $1 million for St. Jude, sponsored by FedEx, and beat them in a little golf challenge. I might have cheated a little bit, but I felt like that was okay for the time being. So a lot of great memories. This is actually probably my favorite suit that I have. This is another Ralph Lauren suit. This was my first three-piece suit that I owned. I don't know what it is. Obviously a navy suit is a navy suit, but it's just something about this. It fits me perfectly, and you have the ability, to throw some brown shoes with it. I'm very fortunate with Ralph Lauren that I do have the ability to choose and pick different things. They definitely have sent many options in terms of, hey, I'm going to this, I need some help with what to wear. Kind of have sheets together of like, put this with this, or this with this, and don't put that with that kind of thing. For the most part, I feel like it's kind of, I'll get the clothes and then I'll figure it out from there. But there's definitely been many, many times where either going to a certain function or especially a certain golf tournament where they will also show me all the options, and I'll kind of pick and choose a couple, and then they'll just go from there. All right, next up, jackets. I love the opportunity to get in a layer and going to different places with the cold. Not too cold, but getting a little bit in there. This is something I don't wear too often, and by too often, I don't think I've ever worn it other than around the house, but this is my Letterman jacket from Alabama. It's something I keep here at the house. I wish it fit me a little bit better so I could maybe wear it around, but...
Can you pop it on? Can we see what it looks like?
This thing is so big. I almost took it to a game last year, and I was like, I'm swimming in this damn thing. Can you get these tailored? Is that a thing? I feel like Joe Namath in my coat. Definitely love this jacket. A lot of great memories. It's a great look. You guys are gonna see me in it in the future, but probably gonna have to take it to the tailor first. Sticking with the jackets, I'd love the opportunity to get to wear them. My girlfriend's from Chicago, so I would go visit her quite a bit. The climate is quite a bit different in Chicago than it is in Jupiter, Florida, to say the least. So these are far from winter coats, but still packed them many times. But I just love being able to layer, and I feel like it adds a lot more to an outfit. I actually remember I wore with this jacket, I went to the Patriots AFC Championship game. They played the Jaguars. It was cold, and I wore like these kind of olive tight pants, had like a long sleeve t-shirt, and then over that I wore a cashmere hoodie, and then I wore this over that hoodie. And I remember being a lot warmer than a lot of people I saw. I kind of like the jacket over the hoodie look, and that's one that stood out to me.
Were you rooting for the Jaguars or the Pats?
I was rooting for the Pats. And
oh man, all right, you can put those
I actually have a Tom Brady jersey, but that has nothing on the amount of jerseys that I have. So I'm a big jersey guy. When I go to the beach, on vacations, whatever it might be, when people just throw on a t-shirt or a cutoff, I'm that guy that has on a jersey. Kind of a jersey that has a special meaning to me. This Cubs jersey, this is one that they gave me after I threw the first pitch out, which I think I almost threw it over the stadium. I was told about 15 or 20 minutes before the game, hey, do you want to throw the first pitch out? And I thought that they were kidding, and they weren't. I went inside, I think I had a beer or two, and then I came out and I just hummed it. I knew I wasn't gonna throw it in the dirt. This is what they gave me, so this is kind of a cool memory because it was my first pitch I'd ever thrown before. So you can't wear these on the golf course, but I do wear a lot of jeans. That's pretty much all I have for you on jeans. All right, so we talked about everything up top. Now let's talk about some shoes. Shoes are just something I love. I don't buy cars, I don't buy boats. This is kind of what I like to chase and sometimes spend some money on. I kind of enjoy that thrill of like trying to find someone that knows how to get the shoes. So this is a pair of shoes that I really like. I feel like they're very different. Been very fortunate to grow a relationship with Justin Timberlake, and when I went to his concert in Miami about 1.5 years or 2 years ago, we kind of started talking about shoes. I was wearing my Jordan 3s. We were talking a little bit back and forth, and his guy, I guess, that distributes all of his shoes, he said to him, hey, make sure you get JT's information. We got to send him a pair of our shoes. I was kind of like a little kid on Christmas, sticking my head out the door every day, kind of seeing if the box was coming in the mail or not. But I just like the fact that they're different. They have a little bit of black in there, and I wear a lot of dark colors, so this is something, wearing with an all black outfit. They're low enough to where I can wear them with shorts if I want. Kind of the motive behind this shoe is it was his Man of the Woods tour shoe. So the inside, it's got the signature on there. That was the print of the Man of the Woods tour, was on the inside of that shoe. I've probably worn these only a couple times, but they just kind of have a special meaning to me. So Michelle Wee is a really good friend of mine, professional golfer. She's a Nike athlete. She knows I love shoes. And we kind of started this thing, I guess, about 3 years ago when anytime I won, she was going to design me a shoe. I had no say in it. She knows the style I like, and she was just gonna pick it out. So this is a shoe that she actually designed for me, and for when I won Player of the Year. So it's on the back of it, it's got JT and the POI for Player of the Year. So I feel like it wouldn't be appropriate if I didn't go through my shoe closet and at least pick out one pair of off-whites. This was kind of the rage and the phenomenon for a little bit, trying to get the off-white shoes, and these are my favorite off-whites that I have. For someone that wears jeans and pants as much as I do when I go out or go to dinner, I think that Jordan 1 is just the best style of shoe to wear with those. Dress shoes are something that I had a lot more probably in the college days. I had a lot of loafers that I would wear around, whether it was going to football games or going to frat houses, whatever it was. As I've started to enjoy dressing up and wearing suits, I've kind of started to respect and like nice dress shoes, and I don't know why these shoes kind of stick out to me, but I just really like them. I like the suede and just the buckle. I think it's such a classy look when it's done up, and I mean, this is a pair of shoes that I could wear with a navy suit, with a light blue suit, with a light kind of beige suit. I've always really liked these shoes ever since I've gotten them, and definitely kind of my go-to wedding or dressy shoe. So golf shoes, I feel like I can almost comfortably say that I have owned more golf shoes than I'll ever own tennis shoes. And this pair of shoes right here is pretty special to me because this is the pair of shoes that I won my first ever PGA Tour event. That was 2015 in Malaysia. I was wearing these gray slack looking pants, and then I had a gray belt on, a white shirt, a white hat. I had these metallic silver patent leather shoes. They're pretty cool. I mean, again, it's shoes I'm probably never gonna wear again, but it's hard not to get rid of the shoes that I won my first ever PGA Tour event in. This shoe is very special. We partnered up with FootJoy, and at the FedEx St. Jude this year in Memphis, we reached out, we got a hold of a kid, Bailey, who was in St. Jude for, I guess a couple years, and he had gone through obviously many tough times, and he loves to draw, and he created this shoe for me. He designed the entire thing from what color it was going to be to what the designs were going to be on here. It's got the little cancer ribbon on the heel there, and then the inside is the Memphis skyline and different things in there. Then I wore these shoes all 4 days. Actually, even the practice rounds I wore the entire week. He was a great kid, great family, and hopefully we'll be able to do some more stuff with him because he definitely designs a better shoe than I would. So now on to accessories. I am very fortunate that I have a sponsorship with Rolex, and watches are something that I've come to love. I do not wear a watch while I play golf. For me, it's a little distracting. I mean, I'll wear it around the house. It's just kind of a part of what I do. I wake up in the morning, I get ready, I throw my watch on. It's waterproof. I can dive in it. It's a part of my life pretty much. This is a Cellini. It has a brown gator band, leather band, with a rose gold face on it, the moon face. It's something that, you know, I'll wear with suits, I'll wear with something nice. You know, I'm not exactly gonna wear it if I'm gonna be sweating all day playing any sports or anything like that, but this is a watch that I like a lot. I just don't wear it as often as I would like, but I can easily find some reasons to do that. This watch here, this is a Yachtmaster. This is a very special watch to me because in 2017, I had a great year, had some wins for my first major, won the FedEx Cup, and as a thank you for me to my team, which is trainer, physio, agents, you know, coaches, anybody that I felt like was on my team in terms of kind of making me better and a part of the process the entire year, I gifted everybody with this watch. I got it engraved on the back, saying thanks for a great year. You can give someone a bonus, you can give someone this or that, but something like this, we're all gonna have that as a memory. Probably my favorite one, for a couple reasons, is this rose gold root beer. It's a beautiful watch. I love rose gold. I just think it's got a great look to it. I've always been someone that I want to get myself something when I achieve something. My next win, I'm gonna look at a new car. My next win, I'm gonna get myself a watch. My next win, I'm gonna do something for my dad or build something in my house, whatever it is. I told myself when I got #1 in the world, I was really gonna treat myself with something. So I got a hold of the people at Rolex and I told them I wanted to get myself something. I actually have the date engraved on the back of it. This watch has a lot of special meanings, but I'm hoping to have it a lot more than just the couple weeks that I had it. So I don't play golf in a watch, but I definitely do need these guys. So these are just a couple different options of what you call a scorecard holder. This is a company that I've gotten to know real well, House of Fleming it's called, it's in Atlanta. This is one that I actually got when I was in 2013, or 2012, so 7 years ago. It's got crimson on the inside, it's very Alabama. I'll put my yardage book inside of it. This is what I'm using every single hole, every single tournament when I'm looking at. When I'm traveling to all these places for all these different tournaments, it doesn't hurt to have a nice bag to go along with me. This is the same company, that House of Fleming. This is a duffel bag. Some say it's a little bit extreme, but I like it. I think it's pretty sweet. If you really want, you can take clothes if I'm going to the gym after the golf course, or just a little carry-on when I'm traveling. But this was a gift from Bob at House of Fleming who made this. When I got this, it was even better than I thought it was gonna be. So thanks again, Bob. All right, guys, that was everything. You saw my man cave, some of my jerseys, a bunch of stuff from my wardrobe, everything in my closet week to week. Hope you enjoyed it, and check me out at my next tournament. Peace.